It all began at the farm. We rented a plum tree in the back of this farm, and we went there on 2 separate Saturdays to pick the fresh plums off the tree. We got as many as we possibly could, and we bought sugar and a special container to put the plums in. At home we washed them and prepared them for making tea. We set them on a big table in order to let them dry overnight. After we filled the container with sugar and plums, we waited week after week, and I kept taking pictures to show everyone online what the process looked like as the plums juice came out and mixed with the sugar to make the awesome and amazing tasting liquid that we will now show you what it tastes like. Hi. If you're watching this, you probably started watching me way back 100 days ago, and the plums looked a bit like this, but obviously they came off a tree. They were a bit thicker. Anyway, they look different than American plums, but what we did was we put them we washed them after we picked them, and we put them in these containers like this. I had 2 of this kind and 1 that was glass and had a green lid, and the glass one worked much better. This one, because it's plastic, after we filled it with plums and sugar, the plums caused air to come out, and one day I came to check it, and as I turned the lid, it was like opening up a can of soda that I didn't shake it up, and I turned it and it popped, and those plums and the juice and sugar and stuff went everywhere. So it was pretty bad. So recently we went and we got some from my wife's parents, these fancy clay pots. They work much better. I think the clay and the glass can breathe a little bit, and of course after the first month the plums weren't needing to breathe anyway. So the plums have gone through their process. It's been approximately 97 days for this batch. The first one, the glass one I was taking pictures of on Facebook, that one is over 100 days. This one is nearly 100 days. It's close enough. I think what my wife's father said, it was perfectly fine to drink it now or as time goes by, but we covered it with some saran wrap. So all this was that we put in here in these containers was these green plums and a bunch of sugar. We watched the plums kind of give off their inside liquid and mix with the sugar, and it becomes a nice sort of a tea. As you can see, some of these guys are much smaller. They're all shriveled up. There's just a seed inside. And what you would do is you can take your scoop and maybe just this size scoop into a very good sized cup of water, or you can drink it straight, but it's quite sweet with a little bit of sour. So what we usually do is mix it with some water, or just drink a very small amount. Drink it for maybe your stomach, if your stomach has some trouble, or you just want a healthy drink. Sometimes I don't like to drink just water, it's too boring. So I like to mix it with some tea or with this one. So what I'm going to do is kind of just scoop some of this out. When I started all this 100 days of tea, because it's been 100 days until we can even do the tea. So I'm going to use the time-lapse camera to put the tea, the liquid from here into the little cup so we can actually drink from this guy instead of trying to deal with this all the time. So now we've got what looks like a jar of honey, maybe. You could say it looks like something else, but I'll say honey. So there's no dust inside here, we're going to cover it up again. Now, what we can do is, I got my trusty measuring cup, just so you have some idea. So I like to take this guy, which is about, I'll say 30 milliliters or 1 ounce, if you will. Take this, about an ounce or 30 milliliters, put it in this cup. Now if you're really brave, you can drink this straight. Oh yeah, it's got some juice. Or just to be accurate, it's about 3/4 of a cup, or if you wish, what is that, 200 milliliters. Okay, it looks almost like water, but with this stuff in it, it's not going to taste like water. Oh yeah, much better. So I can just take a little bit of this stuff every day, and it tastes really good, and it's good for your stomach. And this one and the other one, that's going to last us quite a while, but we might give it away as gifts. But if you're in America, sorry, well, I don't think we're going to mail it to you. But it's good drinking. All right, have a nice day.